A $1.5 million expansion plan for a Scottsdale food processor has received $500,000 in financial assistance from the City of Scottsbluff under an LB 840 plan approved by the Scottsdale City Council this week. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. Our top story, the city's LB 840 Application Review Committee is recommending the $300,000 10-year forgivable loan based on 10 new full-time jobs created and a $200,000 10-year loan for Fusion Ranch. Company President Kyanne May said the money would be used to fund the purchase of new machinery.
Okay, yeah, so we're buying two equipment. The one is a vertical packaging machine, industrial machine, and the other one is a slicer. So they're both industrial equipment for our USDA manufacturing facility.
She says their jerky products have national distribution, but explains it has been tough to get the product on shelves locally.
So we're trying to get into more local distribution in Nebraska, but it just seems almost difficult sometimes from some of them. Yeah, so it's kind of like if we can find a local distributor that can work with us, ideally that would be, ideal for us.
Since it opened in 2012, Fusion Ranch has grown from 15 employees to 45, had nearly $11 million in sales last year, and intends on using the new equipment plus additional snack offerings to boost sales to $20 million a year within the next 5 years. Well, the Scottsdale City Council also signed off on an emergency ordinance for repair and extension of the city's water main near 26th Street and Avenue A. During Monday night's City Council meeting, Interim City Manager Kevin Spencer explained to the council the need for this emergency order.
We had a water leak up at 26th and Avenue A. We do need to declare it as an emergency. Crews have mobilized and they're getting ready to start the work right now. State's approved it. And it'll extend our water main and we'll repair the leak.
The $78,000 project was unanimously approved, and the funds will come from the city's Water Contingency Fund. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back. Funeral arrangements have been set for a longtime Scottsdale firefighter who passed away over the weekend following his battle with cancer. Services for Ryan Lohr are scheduled to take place at Western Nebraska Community College on Saturday at 1 p.m., followed by his burial at the Gehring Cemetery. In an effort to send Captain Lohr off, family has requested that as many people as possible ride their motorcycles to the service and follow to the burial at the cemetery. Ryan Lohr spent 20 years with the Scottsdale Fire Department and had served as captain since 2011. Well, it's still an open question whether Kimball voters will be asked to consider an LB 357 half-cent sales tax increase for infrastructure this year. The Kimball City Council last night delayed a decision on whether to approve a resolution to place such a question on the general election ballot. The discussion included the need to resubmit the LB 840 half-cent sales tax to voters in the near future, and Councilmember Christy Warner said the LB 357 issue needs to go to voters. It's just a question of whether it's in November or a special election next year. However, they did start the clock on setting such an election as they approved an interlocal agreement to create a new entity that would have to start receiving such sales tax revenues within 1 year. And Wyoming Representative Liz.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
Wally may be a little shy at first, but once you give him a chance to open up to you, he will get close and snuggle. His adoption cost is just $25, which includes his neutering costs, microchipping, and vaccinations. Plus, his adopters will also receive a $25 Murdoch's card, so you can start spoiling him right away. Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, Scottsbluff County Commissioners have agreed to start the process of selling the former Department of Health and Human Services building on 10th Street in Gering. Following a presentation by attorney Phil Kelly Monday night, the board voted unanimously to set a September 6th public hearing on the matter. Kelly explained it would be very similar to the sale of the former Motor Bank building, with the terms of this sale to be determined after public comment next month.
At which time there would be a discussion about how to sell it, what to sell it for, whether you do 1, 2, and 3 separately or not. Because there have been some comments that somebody may want to buy some parking lot or whatever. So we're designing it so that general discussion about what to sell it, how much you think it may be worth, and then setting a sale date, which needs to be within 60 days of September 6th. We have to advertise that date once, 10 days before the sale date.
Commissioner Mark Reichert expressed a desire to list the property through a realtor. However, Kelly said the process of taking bids for such property is set by statute. The DHHS lease ends September 30th, and their offices are moving to a new location in Scottsbluff. County staff and board members expressed optimism that the building would generate interested buyers, noting the county's facilities manager had shown the property to a number of individuals in recent weeks. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you here next time.